Hi, we're Group21, and my name is Tara Pasternak, and we're going to be presenting about Borders Group Incorporated. So before we go further, it's really good to know where Borders started off. They did open their first store in 1971 in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is the location of University of Michigan. So they did find out that this was a really big success among all of the college students who would go to Borders to do their studying for classes, would be able to check out or to buy books, and they were able to utilize the coffees facility that was in the location as well. But along with their successes, they did encounter a few problems, and after our analysis, we did find 7 problems that Borders could have really done a little bit better to continue success. The first problem we noticed was that Borders does have a lack of online retail, so all of their products were on their website, but when an individual and a consumer would pick that they wanted to purchase the product, they would be taken to Amazon's website, so they did outsource their products in that aspect, which lost a lot of profits for the company. The next problem is that they did have a large variety of inventory, so Borders really grew on individuals knowing that they had really everything that you needed, so they had all of the different CDs, DVDs, movies, VHSs, and books that an individual would want to purchase, but this did ultimately become a downfall of them because they had a lot of cost in that inventory as well. Another problem that they encountered was there was a change in consumer needs during the time of their height, so during about 2000s, the 90s to the 2000s, consumers were wanting to buy more products online rather than going in the store, so this encountered a big issue there, but also with bookstores, individuals were starting to use the libraries more, so they were starting to check out their books rather than going and buying them and purchasing them. They would rather just go to their local library, rent out that book in that aspect, or also find other ways to purchase those products for cheaper. Another problem is that the technology was changing in the music industry, so like I said, a lot of their products and items were for CDs and for the music industry, so during this time iTunes was released in 2003, which was a big competitor for Borders and other companies of their nature. Another problem that they encountered was that Amazon and Barnes & Noble both came out with an ebook, which is where individuals would buy the physical ebook, and then they were able to purchase different books for about $3 to $10 for just buying that book on their tablet. So this was saving the environment by saving paper instead of having to print books, but it also saved consumers money, so it was an option that they thought was beneficial for them. Another problem is that they did expand too fast. About 70% of Barnes & Nobles did have competitors located near them, so they did have Borders, or they had Barnes & Noble located near their facilities, and then as they were expanding too fast, they were also spending lots of money to renovate the different facilities for their company. And our last problem that we looked at is that the idea of a superstore was becoming very big at this point of the height of their company. So Walmart's, Target's, Meijer's were places that individuals could go. They could buy all of their groceries and any other needs that they wanted to as well. These companies did also carry much of the inventory that Borders carried and companies similar to them, but they were able to carry them at a lower cost. So individuals could buy CDs and DVDs and even some books at these superstores at a lower cost. So after doing an analysis of all 7 of these problems, we did notice that 2 were Borders' main problems and that we would like to help implement different solutions for them. So one problem we noticed was that Borders did have a large variety of music and movie inventory in their stores, and like I said earlier, this inventory is very expensive to keep, so there needs to be different ways to kind of tell what's going on there. So one main thing that was happening this time is that iTunes was launched in 2003, and iTunes did that first year sold 70 million songs, and additionally to today, they do make up 80% of music sales. So it is a big thing that was changing in that industry that Borders needed to see, and along with that, do some changes as well. Like I said too, since this is such expensive inventory, there is a lack of an inventory system where Borders is able to see what's being sold, what's been sitting on the shelves for a while. They did have some sort of inventory system, but it was mainly for their books, not for this type of inventory and for this media. The other problem we noticed is that they did have a change. There was a change in technology, and overall Borders did have a lack of internet presence. First off, they did, like I said, outsource a lot of their products to Amazon. So when individuals would go ahead and say they want to buy something, they would be directed to the Amazon website, so they're losing all of that sales for their company. The website was not consumer friendly, so when they would do that, they weren't able to buy it directly from the source, which again loses all of their profits. So the only way for them to gain full profits was to go into the physical store, and at this time, consumers were really wanting to buy a lot of their, and as we see today, consumers like to buy things online, and they would be able to do that if this internet presence was increased. So now I'm going to pass it over to Parker, and he's going to talk about some more solutions that we have for these two problems.
Thanks, Tara. I'm Parker Swartz, and I'd like to talk briefly about the SWOT analysis for Borders. Some of their strengths is that they have a lot of locations, which makes them very viewable to the public. They have a really positive product image. People really value Borders in their mind, and their international sales are actually still very good, so that's a really big profitable thing for them. Weaknesses inside their actual business is their product sales are not directly off their website. The inventory costs are pretty high because they have so much unused inventory at the point. They have too much inventory in CDs and DVDs, and they're behind the tech curve of a lot of other companies. Also, their opportunities outside the company include new products that would be out, new technology that emerges that they could utilize, and more data sharing, which really allows them to learn more about the customers that they're trying to market to. Some threats outside of their business are their competitors, such as Barnes & Noble, Blockbuster, and other superstores that offer their product and more. So some solutions to the DVD and CD inventory problem. One idea that we came up with was that they could do book and DVD pairings. A lot of books and DVDs have the same movies or the same stories. So bringing them together would really create a value for the customer, as well as turn a profit and get rid of that DVD inventory for them so they could turn over. A CD genre bundle is another idea we came up with. A lot of people are not buying CDs as much anymore because it's all on the internet. However, if you made it an experience such as creating a CD bundle of one genre, say country or classical jazz, then you could feature one or two products but have more products in there offering a deal to the customer but also getting that inventory once again off the shelves. And also an online suggestion featuring the CD and the DVDs would be really great. So once a customer purchases something on the internet, on the Borders bookstore website, they could see what their product choices would suggest for them in CDs and DVDs that they would like. An in-store suggestion barcode scanner is another really important factor that we thought they should have. Having a machine, and when they're ready to purchase something, say maybe they want something more, maybe they want something that they would like or want to give something that they would like to someone else. They could use the barcode on the product and scan it and then figure out what other books and DVDs in the store they could buy that would match their preferences. Also, an online and in-store DVD rental system such as Redbox. We would kind of model it after that, but put it in stores because they have so many locations, so that would also really benefit them. So yes, and that is it. And now I'd like to introduce Olivia.
Thank you, Parker. My name is Olivia. So I'm going to be talking about the solutions to the changing technology. And if a company like Borders does not stay on top of changing technology and innovations and new ways to reach their customers, they will fall behind to competitors like Barnes & Noble, for example. So Borders need to enhance their stores and create a better online presence. So for the first thing is they need to enhance their stores, creating a more welcoming, friendly, and relaxed environment. A good example of this that they could look at as a competitor would be Barnes & Noble's. They have books for all ages and genders and different types of books. And they have magazines and toys and clothing, and they even have a cafe in the back of their store locations. So this wide range of products brings in a wide range of customers for them. And the cafe also helps give Barnes & Noble the more welcoming, like friendly, relaxed environment for the readers if they would like to stay and drink a cup of coffee and read their book or enjoy their magazine or something along those lines. If Borders could implement some of these elements into their store, that could potentially increase sales inside the store, which would also benefit them as well in sales. Another thing would be to establish an online presence. So they need to first and foremost make sure that they're getting people to buy from their own store online instead of on Amazon. So they really need to make sure that they're creating a really nice website that's user-friendly and easy to navigate on. Some other good tips to use would be to be active on social media. So they can create a Facebook, they can create a Twitter, an Instagram, really whatever tools they would like to use to help enhance their sales. You can post things like new releases that they might have or deals that they might be giving away. Also, you can use it to check out your competitors and also see what your customers are saying about you as well. Staying on top of trends in your industry is another big thing that you can use your website and you can use technology for. So you can keep up with the latest book releases or the most popular artists and the best-selling DVDs to make sure that you have those in store for your customers. Also, another thing is you can offer freebies. So everyone loves free stuff, and that's a good way to get your customers intrigued and invite new people to your store. You can do coupons, in-store credits, online deals. There's a lot of different things you can do with freebies and coupons, stuff like that. Another thing is mobile friendly. You need to make sure that you're thinking about being mobile friendly. So that means making sure that your website that you have created is easily found when you go to a search engine. You want to make sure that you can find it, and then you also want to make sure that you can easily navigate it from a computer or from a tablet or Kindle or smartphone. You also you could think about creating an app, which is a good idea too. Apps are becoming very more popular nowadays. So having an app that can hold coupons or they can actually shop on it would not be a bad idea to bring to the table, and also different ways to generate sales. So now I'm going to hand it over to Macy.
Thanks, Olivia. My name is Macy, and as stated before, one of the major problems with Border was they had too much CD and DVD inventory when the digital world was becoming more popular. A way to fix this problem would be a perpetual inventory system. It provides a highly detailed view of inventory that is in stock. This system would allow Borders to see which CDs and DVDs are not getting sold or are not popular. And since it's highly detailed, it shows what products are being sold each and every day in each transaction. And a way Borders could sell more CDs and DVDs that aren't getting sold would to have them on sale or something. Implementing this system would help Borders' profit situation almost immediately. Implementing an in-store suggestion scanner would help Borders get more CD and DVD sales because it would show customers CDs and DVDs that are similar to those they like. It would have all CD and DVD inventory on it, and it would show the customer where they can find it in the store. All the customer has to do is scan a CD or DVD that they like, and the machine will search through the inventory and find products the customer may enjoy. The scanner would be like a Walmart scanner, where it'd be simple to use, and then it would be like a Redbox machine where it was user-friendly. Now here is Zach to talk about the implementation of internet use.
Thank you, Macy. My name is Zach. I'll be talking about the implementation of an online presence. It's going to be a 2-year period that we're going to be looking to do this. And we're going to be outsourcing this probably to a different company, which we need to contact about 4 to 6 months prior, just to make sure they don't have any other projects they're also going to be working on. Typically, for a larger company, it's to build a website. It's going to be about a 14-week process. You can have 4 weeks of discovery, 4 weeks of design, 2 weeks of development, and then 4 weeks of review and modification. For the discovery phase, it's just going to be brainstorming ideas. So for Borders website, highly recommend online book club, discussion boards, coupons for in-store purchases, as well as a directory to be able to look up if books are going to be in-store or not. And then one of their biggest downfalls prior was not selling books directly through Borders, but outsourcing it to Amazon. So this time around, we're going to be selling them directly through our website. So the next phase is going to be design. Basically, that's just going to be 4 weeks of deciding what the layout is going to be, as well as just general aspects to make it aesthetically pleasing. Next is going to be 2 weeks of development. This will be the shortest of the 4 phases. This is just going to be us creating the actual website, making sure it works to release it to the general public. After that, it's going to be 4 weeks of review and modifications. This is very important because this ensures success for the website. We're going to be getting all the bugs out, and also reaching out to our customers to make sure it's working for them, if they like the layout, and they like the overall interface for them. So the remaining time of that 2-year period, we're just going to be spending that maintaining and updating the website to make sure it's continuously functional for all of our customers, and also advertising that we do have an online presence that's new and revamped through social media and TV. So that's it for my part. Next, I'm going to give it off to Chase.
Thank you, Zach. I would be tackling how the managers will be able to evaluate if these solutions are successful. With the perpetual inventory system, in order to see if they're successful, you're going to have to implement a point of sale system. This will be able to keep track of the inventory when it comes into the business, and once it's purchased, the system will naturally subtract a copy of the product from the system. The managers will be able to view this through a terminal, and once they see that a product has not been purchased for 2 weeks, they're going to donate 1 copy of that product. What this is going to be able to do is keep down the products that aren't being sold while helping with the marketing of the business and giving the customers a good view of Borders. Okay, so for the website, the customers are going to be able to review products, and they're going to be able to recommend products that they also enjoy. This information is going to be put into the POS system, which the managers will be able to view. From this POS system, what Borders is going to do is they're going to put it into the suggestion device. With this, the customers will be able to come into the store, scan their product, and it's going to tell them products similar to what they just scanned, and give you the location of it within the store so they can go buy this product. The managers will be able to tell if the system is successful because the POS system will store the purchases. With this, you'll be able to see the connected products and how much of them were purchased together and whether it's actually helping customers or not. Okay, with the online presence, what Borders is going to have to do is they're going to have to use Google Analytics. What this does is it helps show the traffic of the website, it shows the clicks, and it shows what parts of the website are being the most useful. It will even show what sales are being made online. Okay, the information with this is also easily managed by the managers because Google Analytics has it in a form that you can just put into the POS system, and it's a place where you can just see all the information at one time. If a section of the online presence, be it social media or a section of the website, has less than 8% of the traffic of their online customers, then what Borders is going to have to do is they're going to have to redo that section. And if after that section is redone, it's still below 8% for 1 month or more, they're going to have to remove that section because the business will start losing money by upkeeping that section. Another easy way to evaluate how well these solutions are working is just a simple survey that is filled out by customers as they purchase their products. All it's going to ask is how they came about buying this product, be it a website, the suggestion device, and it'll just give us some good feedback that will go into the POS system and also be available through a terminal. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and enjoy your day.
Good evening. My name is Tara Pasternak, and we'll be presenting about Borders. Shut that up, I didn't like that. How do I greet it? Like to purchase the product, and it would actually take you to the Amazon website, so they outsource their problems.
Oh no. That didn't save at all, did it?
No, it's still running, but her face isn't. It's like she just kept one big problem, but also that they did have a lack of a beneficial inventory system, which would have been really beneficial for.
That's my bad.
That. Another one.
See, isn't it so stressful to do it on that rather than just like.
Splice.
Shoot. She only has one slide,
I
honey.
only have one slide. Just kidding. Thank you, Parker.
Sorry.
How about the 2-year? Can we just start over?
Yep.
Oh wow, so it's kind of difficult, huh?
I'm going to be tackling. Wait, did it?
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just
All right, thank you, Zach. I'm going to be tackling.